shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in rain?
When the hurly-burly's done, when the battle's lost and won.
That will be the set of sun. And the place.
Upon the heath.
There to meet with Macbeth. I come, Great Malcolm.
Had it cause?
Anon.
Fair is foul, and foul is fair. Hover through the fog and filthy air.
Help! Help me! Help!
What bloody man is that? He can report signifies plight of the revolt in the new estate.
This is the sergeant, who like a good and hardy soldier fought against my captivity. Hail, brave friend! Say to the king the lodgings of the broil, as thou didst leave it.
Doubt that it stood as two Spencer was it doing together in choke their art. The mercs of this Macdonald worthy to be a rebel for two the multiplying villainies of nature do swarm upon him, and from the western isles of Cairns and Gallaglas to supply, and fortune on his damned quarrel show, smiling like a rebel's whore, but all too weak. For praise Macbeth, he deserves that name, disdained fortune, with brandished shield of smoke, bloody execution till he faced the slave, shook nor hands, nor bade farewell to him, till he unsealed him from the nave, and chapped and fixed his head upon our battlement.
Oh, valiant cousin, worthy gentleman.
As from whence the sun begins to grow, shipwrecking storms and dark thunders break, and from that spring whence comfort seems to come, discomfort swell. Mark, King of Scotland, Mark. No sooner had with justice valour armed compelled these skipping clans to trust their hills, but the Norwegian lord surveying vantage, with furbished arms and new supplies of men began to thrush his soul.
Dismay not that our captains, Macbeth and Banquo.
Yes, as sparrows and eagles on the head of the line, if I say sooth, I must report there was cannons overcharged with double cracks, and they doubly redoubled strokes upon the foes. If the paving reeking wounds or memorise a never good governor, I cannot tell, but I'm faint. My gashes cry for help.
So well thy words become thee as thy wounds. They smack of honour both. Go get him surgeons. Who comes here?
The worthy Thane of Ross.
What a haste looks through his eyes. So should he look that seems to speak things strange?
God save the king!
Whence camest thou, worthy Thane?
From Fife, great king, where the Norwegian banners flew out the sky and found our people cold. When Norway himself, with terrible numbers, assisted by that most disloyal traitor, the Thane of Cawdor, began a dismal conflict. Point against point rebellious, arm against arm, curbing his lavish spirit. And to conclude, the victory fell on us.
Great happiness! No more that Thane of Cawdor shall deceive our bosom interest. Go pronounce his death, and with this former title greet Macbeth.
I'll see it done.
For what he hath lost, noble Macbeth hath won.
Been, sister?
Killing swine. Sister, where thou?
Sailor's wife had chestnuts in her lap, and munched, and munched, and munched. Give me, quoth I. Right thee, witch! The rum-fed Runyon cries. Her husband's to Aleppo gone, master of the tiger, but in a sieve after the sail, and like a rat's without a tail. I'll do, And I'll do.
I'll give thee a wind.
Thou art kind.
And I another.
I myself have all the other. And the very ports that they blow, all the quarters that they know in the shipman's card. I will drain him, dry as hay. Fleet shall neither night nor day hang upon his penthouse lid. He shall live, a man forbids. Where 7 nights, 9 times 9 shall he dwindle, peak and pine. Though his bark cannot be lost, yet he shall be tempest tossed. Look what I have.
Show me. Show me.
Here I have a pilot's thumb. Rector's homeward he did come.
Oh, hail Macbeth and Banquo! Oh, hail Macbeth and Banquo!
A drum, Macbeth doth come! The weird sisters hand in hand, posters of the sea and land, thus do go about, thrice to thine and thrice to mine, and thrice again to make up 9. Peace. The charm's wound up.
Oh, hail Macbeth and Banquo! Oh, hail Macbeth and Banquo!
So foul and fair day I have not seen.
How far is it called to the forest?
What are these? So withered and so wild in their attire that look not like inhabitants of the earth, and yet are on it. Live you, or are you aught that man may question? Oh, well, you seem to understand me, but at once her chappy finger laying upon her skinny lip. You should be women, yet your beards forbid me to interpret that you are so.
Speak, if you can. What are you?
All hail, Macbeth. Hail to thee, Thane of Glamis.
All hail Macbeth. Hail to thee, Thane of Cawdor.
Oh, hail Macbeth! Thou shalt be king hereafter.
Good sir, why do you start and seem to fear things that do sound so fair? In the name of truth, are you fantastical, or indeed which outwardly you show? My noble friend, you greet with present grace and great prediction. To me, you speak not. If you can, look into the seeds of time and say which grain will grow and which will not. Speak then to me, who neither beg nor fear your favours nor your hate.
Hail,
Hail.
hail, lesser than Macbeth, and greater.
Not so happy yet, much happier.
thou shalt get kings, though thou be none. So all hail Macbeth and Banquo.
Banquo and Macbeth. All hail.
Stay! You imperfect speakers! Tell me more! By Sinel's death, I know I am Thane of Glamis, but how of Cawdor? The Thane of Cawdor lives a prosperous gentleman, and to be king stands not within the prospect of belief no more than to be Cawdor. Speak! I charge you!
Whither are they vanished?
Into the air. And what seemed corporal melted his breath into the wind. Oh, would they had stayed!
Were such things here as we do speak about? Or have we eaten on the insane route that takes the reason prisoner?
Your children shall be kings.
You shall be king.
And Thane of Cawdor too, weren't it not so?
To the self-same human words. Who's there?
Worthy friends.
The king hath happily received, Macbeth, the news of thy success. And when he reads of thy personal venture in the rebels' fight, his wonders and praises do contend, which should be thine or his. As thick as hail came post with post, and everyone did bear thy praises in his kingdom's great defence.
We are sent to give thee from our royal master thanks, only to herald thee into his sight, not pay thee.
And for an earnest of a great honour, he bade me from him call thee Thane of Cawdor, in which edition, hail, most worthy Thane, for it is thine.
What? Can the devil speak true?
The Thane of Cawdor lives. Why do you dress me in borrowed robes?
Who as the vain live yet, but under heavy judgment bears that life which he deserves to lose. Rebels combined with those of Norway, or line the rebel with hidden help and vantage, or labour to his country's wreck, I know not. But treason's capital, confessed and proved, have overthrown him.
Glamis. And Thane of Cawdor. The greatest is behind. Thanks for your pains. Do you not hope your children shall be kings, when those that gave the Thane of Cawdor to me promised no less to them?
That trusted home might enkindle you onto the throne, besides Thane of Cawdor. It is strange. And oftentimes, to win us to our harm, the instruments of darkness tell us truths. Win us with honest trifles, to betrays in deepest consequence. Cousins! A word, I pray you.
Two truths are told. As happy prologues to the swelling act of the imperial theme. Cannot be ill. Cannot be good. If ill, why hath it given me earnest of success, commencing in a truth? I am Thane of Cawdor. If good, why does my heart yield to that suggestion, which doth unfix my hair against the use of nature? Present fears are less than horrible imaginings.
Look, how our partner's wrapped.
If chance may crown me king, why? Chance may crown me without my stir.
Well then, Macbeth, we stay upon your leisure.
Lend me your favour. My dull brain was wrought with things forgotten. Let us toward the king. Think upon what hath chanced, and at more time, the interim having waited. Let us speak our hearts free, each to other.
Very gladly.
Till then, enough. Come, friend.
Is execution done on Cawdor? Are not those a commission yet returned?
My liege, they're not yet come back. But I have spoken with one that saw him die, who did report that very frankly he confessed his treasons, implored your highness's pardon, and set forth a deep repentance. Nothing in his life became him like the leaving it. He died as one who had been studied in his death, to throw away the dearest thing he owed, as 'twere a careless trifle.
There's no art to find the mind's construction in the face. He was a gentleman, on whom I built an absolute trust. Ah, worthiest cousin, the sin of my ingratitude even now was heavy on me. Thou art so far before the swiftest wing of recompense is slow to overtake thee. But thou hast less deserved both proportion of thanks and payment might have been mine. Only I have left to say, more is thy due than more than all can pay.
The service and the loyalty I owe in doing it pays itself. Your highness's part is to receive our duties, and our duties are to your throne and state children and servants, which do what they should, in doing everything safe toward your love and honour.
Welcome hither. I have begun to plant thee and will labour to make thee full of growing. Noble Banquo, thou hast no less deserved, nor should we know no less to have done so. Let me enfold thee and hold thee to my heart.
There, if I grow, the harvest is your own.
My plenteous joys, wanton in fullness, seek to hide themselves in drops of sorrow. Sons, dames, kinsmen, and you whose places are nearest, know we shall establish our estate upon our eldest, Malcolm, whom we name hereafter the Prince of Cumberland, which honour must not unaccompanied invest him only, but signs of nobleness, like stars, shall shine on all deservers and bind us further to you.
The rest is labour, which is not used for you. I'll be myself the harbinger and make joyful the hearing of my wife with your approach. So humbly take my leave.
My worthy Cawdor.
The Prince of Cumberland. That is a step on which I must fall down, or else overleap, for in my way it lies. Stars, hide your fires. Let not light see my black and deep desires. The eye winketh the hand, yet let that be, which the eye fears when it is done to see.
They met me in the day of success, and I've learned by the perfectest report that they have more in them than mortal knowledge. While I burn in desire to question them further, they made themselves air, into which they vanished. Whilst I stood wrapped in the wonder of it, came missives from the king, who all hailed me Thane of Cawdor, by which title before these weird sisters saluted me, and referred me to the coming on of time with "Hail, King that shalt be." This have I thought good to deliver thee, my dearest partner of greatness, that thou mightest not lose the dues of rejoicing by being ignorant of what greatness has promised thee. Lay it to thy heart, and farewell. Thou art Glamis, and Cawdor, and thou shalt be what thou art promised. Yet do I fear thy nature. It is too full of the milk of human kindness to catch the nearest way. Thou wouldst be great art not without ambition, but without illness should attend it. That wouldst thou highly, that wouldst thou holily, that wouldst play false, and yet would strongly win. Thou has great glance. Hie thee hither, and let me pour my spirits in thine ear, and chastise with the valour of my tongue all that impedes thee from the golden round, that fate and metaphysical aids doth seem to have thee crowned withal. What is your tidings? The king comes here tonight. Thou art mad to say it. Is not thy master with him? So please you, it is true, our Thane is coming. One of my fellows who have the speed of him could scarcely make up his message. Give him tending, he brings great news. himself his horse that crooks the fatal entrance of Duncan under my battlements. Come, you spirits that tend on mortal thoughts, unsex me here and fill me to the toe-top full of direst cruelty. Make thick my blood, stop up the access that no compunctious visitings of nature shall shake my fell purpose, nor keep peace between the effect and it. Come to my woman's breast and take my milk for gall, you murdering ministers wherever in your sightless substances that do wait on nature's mischief. Come, thick night, and pull thee into the dullest smokes of hell. May my keen knife see not the wound it makes, nor heaven be through the blanket of the dark to cry, hold, hold! Great Glam, worthy Cawdor, greater than both by the all-hail hereafter. Thy letters have transported me beyond this ignorant present, and I feel now the future in the instant.
My dearest love, Duncan comes here tonight.
And when goes hence?
Tomorrow, as he purposes.
Never shall sun that morrow see. Your face, my Vane, is as a book where men may read strange matters. To beguile the time, look like the time. Bear welcome in your hand, your eye, your tongue. Look like the innocent flower, but be the serpent under it. He that's coming must be provided for. We shall put this night's great business into my dispatch.
We'll speak further.
To look up clear, to alter favour, ever is to fear. Leave all the rest to me.
Also have to let us see. Yeah. In English, somebody recommends someone like that. See our honoured hostess. The love that follows us sometimes our trouble, which still we thank is love. Here and I teach you how you shall bid God heal us for your pains and thank us for your trouble.
All our service at every point, twice done and then done double, were port and single business to contend against those honours, deep and broad, wherewith your majesty loads our house.
Fair and noble hostess, we are your guests tonight.
All your servants ever have theirs themselves and what is theirs incompt, to make audit at your highness's pleasure, still to return your own.
Give me your hand. Conduct me to mine host. We love him highly and shall continue our braces towards him. By your leave, hostess.
If it were done when 'tis done, then 'twere well done quickly. If the assassination could trammel up the consequence of its success, that but this blow might be the be-all and end-all here. But here, upon this bank and shoal of time will jump the life to come. He He's here in double trust. First, as I am his kinsman, strongly against the deed. Then as his host, who should against the murder shut the door, not bear the knife myself. Besides, this Duncan hath borne his faculties so meek, hath been so clear in his great office that his virtues will plead like angels. Trumpet-tongued against the deep damnations of his taking off. I have no spur to prick the sides of my intent, but only vaulting ambition, which overleaps itself and falls on the other. How now, what news?
He has almost supped. Why have you left the chamber?
Hath he asked for me?
No, you not, he has.
We will proceed no further in this business. He hath honoured me of late.
Was the hope drunk wherein you dressed yourself? Hath it slept since and wakes it now to look so green and pale, or what it is so freely? From this time such I account thy love. Art thou afeard to be the same in thine own act and valour as thou art in desire? Wouldst thou have that which thou esteemest the ornament of life, and live a coward in thine own esteem, letting I dare not wait upon I would like the poor cat in the adage?
Oh, prithee, peace. I dare all that may become a man. Who dares do more is none.
What beast was it then that made you break this enterprise to me? When you durst do it, then you're a man. And to me more than what you were, you would be so much more than man. Nor time nor place did then adhere, and yet you would make both. They have made themselves, and that their fitness now does unmake you. I have given suck. I know how tender 'tis to love the babe that milks me. I would, while it was smiling in my face, have plucked my nipple from its boneless gums and dashed the brains out, had I so sworn as you have done to this.
If we should fail?
We fail. But screw your courage to the sticking place, and will not fail. When Duncan is asleep, where to his day's hard journey will soundly invite him, his two chamberlains will lie with wine or a sail, so convince that memory, the water of the brain a fume, the receipt of reason a limbeck only, when in swinish sleep their drenched natures do lie as in a death. What cannot you and I perform upon the unguarded Duncan? What not put upon his spongy officers who shall bear the guilt of our great quell?
I am settled. And bent up. Each corporal agent to this terrible feat.
Who dares receive it other, for we shall make our grief and clamours roar upon his death.
Away. And mark the time of fair show. False face must hide what the false heart doth know.
How goes the night, boy?
Ruin us down. I have not heard the clock.
And she goes down at 12.
Take this later, sir.
A heavy summons lies like lead upon me, and yet I would not sleep. Who's there?
A friend.
What, sir? Not yet at rest. The king's abed, he hath been in unusual pleasure, and sent forth great largess to your offices.
Being unprepared, how overcame the servant to defect, which else should free we have wrought.
All's well. I dreamt last night of the three weird sisters. To you they've showed some truth.
I think not of them. Yet, the moon can entreat an hour to serve. We should spend some time upon that business.
At your kindest leisure.
If you should cleave to my consent, I shall make honour for you.
So I lose none in seeking to augment it, but keep my bosom franchise and allegiance clear. I shall be counselled.
Good repose the while.
Thanks, sir. The like to you.
Go bid thy mistress. When my drink is ready, she shall strike upon the bell. Get thee to bed. Is this a dagger that I see before me? The handle toward my hand. Come. Let me clutch thee! I have thee not, yet I see thee still. Art thou fatal vision, sensible to feeling as to sight? Or art thou but a dagger of the mind, a false creation, proceeding from the heat oppressed brain? I see thee yet, in form as palpable as this which now I draw. Thou marshalest me the way that I was going, and such an instrument I was to use. I see thee yet, and on thy blade are dozen gouts of blood which was not so before. No! There is no such thing! It is the bloody business which informs thus to mine eyes. Thou sure and firm set earth, hear not my steps, which way they walk, for fear of thy stone prates of my whereabout. Whilst I threat, he lives. The words to the heat of deeds too cold breath gives. I go. And it is done. Here is all dunk. What is now that invites thee? To heaven? Or to hell?
That which hath made them drunk hath made me bold. What hath quenched them hath given me fire. Oh! Peace. It was the owl that shrieked. The fatal bellman that gives the sternest good night. He is about it. The doors are open, and the surfeited grooms who mock their charge with snores. I have drugged their possets. That death and nature do contend about them, whether they live or die.
Who's there? What ho?
Alack! I am afraid they have awaked and 'tis not done. 'Tis the attempt and not the deed that confounds us.
Hark! I laid the daggers there ready, he could not miss me. Had he not resembled my father as he slept? I had done it.
My husband.
I have done the deed. Didst thou not hear a noise?
I heard the owl's shriek and the cricket's cry. Did not you speak?
When?
Now.
As I descended.
I.
Hark! Who lies in the second chamber?
Donald Bain.
This is a sorry sight.
A foolish thought to say a sorry sight.
One did laughs in sleep, and the other cried murder. And they did wake each other. I stood and watched them, and they did say their prayers and addressed them again to sleep.
There are two lodged together.
One cried, Amen, and God bless us the other, as they did see me with these hangman hands. I could not say Amen when they did say God bless us.
Consider it not so deeply.
Wherefore could I not pronounce Amen? I had most need of blessing, and Amen stuck in my throat.
These deeds must not be thought after in these ways, so it will make us mad.
Methought I heard a voice cry, sleep no more. Macbeth does murder sleep. The innocent sleep. Sleep that knits up the raveled sleeve of care. The death of each day's life, sore labour's bath, balm of heart's minds, great nature's second course, chief nourisher in life's feasts.
What do you mean?
Still a cry, sleep no more. Glamis have murdered sleep, and therefore Cawdor shall sleep no more. Macbeth shall sleep no more.
Who was it that thus cried? Why, worthy then, you do unbend your noble strength to think so brain-sickly of things. Go get some water, wash this filthy witness from your hand. Why did you bring these daggers from the place? They must lie there. Go carry them and smear the sleepy grooms with the blood.
I will not! I fear to think what I have done. Look on it again, I dare not!
Infirm of purpose. The sleeping and the dead are but as pictures. 'Tis the eye of childhood that fears a painted devil. If he do bleed, I'll smear the sleeping grooms with the blood, for it must seem their guilt.
Where is that noise? How is it when every noise appalls me? What are these hands? They pluck out mine eyes. Will all great Neptune's oceans wash this blood clean from my hands? No. This would rather the multitudinous seas of Incarnadine, making the green one red.
My hands are of your colour, yet ashamed to wear a heart so white. I hear a knocking at the south entrance. Retire we to our chamber, a little water clears the misdeed. How easy it then your constancy have left you unattended. Hark! More knocking. Get on your nightcap. Let the patron call on us and show us to be watchers. Be not lost so poorly in your thoughts.
To know my deed to a best not know myself. With Duncan with thy knocking! I would thou couldst.
Here's a knocking indeed. If a man were porter of Hellgate, he should have old turn in the key. Knock, knock. Who is it in the name of Beelzebub? Here's a farmer that hanged himself on the expectation of plenty. Come in time, have napkins enow about you. You'll sweat for it. Knock, knock. Who is it in the other devil's name? Faith. Here's an equivocator that could swear to both scales against either scale, yet could not equivocate to heaven. Oh, come in, equivocator. Who is it? Faith. Here's an old English tailor come hither for stealing out of a French hose. Come in, tailor. Here you may roast your goose. Oh, never required. What are you? Old devil porter in it no further. I had thought to have seen some of all professions who go the everlasting way to the primrose garden. Anon, anon, I pray you, remember the porter.
Was it so late, friendy, you went to bed that you do lie so late?
We were out carousing until the second cock, sir, and drink is a great provoker of three things.
And what does drink especially provoke?
Sleep, sir, marry, nose painting, and urine. Lechery, sir, it provokes and unprovokes. It provokes the desire, but it takes away the performance. It makes him, and it mars him, makes him stand to, and not stand to. In conclusion, giving him the lie leaves him.
I believe drink gave thee the lie last night. Is thy master stirring? Our knocking has awaked him, here he come.
Good morrow, noble sir.
Good morrow. Is the king stirring, worthy Dane? Not yet. He did command me to call timely on him. I've almost slipped the hour.
I'll take you to him.
It's a joyful trouble, yet 'tis one.
The labour we delight in physics pain. This is the door.
I'll make so bold to call what is my limited service.
Goes the king hence today?
Yes. Yes, he did appoint so.
The night has been unruly where we lay. Our chimneys are burned down, and, as they say, lamenting's heard in the air, strange screams of death, and prophesying with accents terrible of dire combustion and confused events new hatched to the woeful time. The obscure bird clamoured the livelong night, some say. The earth was featherous and did shake.
It was a rough night.
My young remembrance cannot parallel a fellow to it.
Horror! 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 Tongue no heart cannot conceive nor name thee.
What's the matter?
Confusion hath made his masterpiece. Most sacrilegious murder hath broke open the Lord's anointed temple, hath stole thence the life of the building.
What is it you say? The life?
I mean you, His Majesty.
Approach the chamber, destroy your sight. Do not bid me speak. See and speak yourself. Awake! Awake! Ring the alarm bells! Murder and treason! Donovan, Malcolm, awake! Shake off thy man who sleeps, death's counterfeit, and look on death itself! Up and see the great Doom's image! Malcolm! Banquo! Donovan! As from your graves rise up to countenance this horror!
What business calls the party of the sleepers of the house? Speak! Speak!
Gentle lady, 'tis not for you to hear the repetition in a woman's ear with murder as it fell.
Woe, alas, what? In our house.
Too cruel anywhere. Dear Duff, I prithee, contradict thyself and say 'tis not so.
If I had died an hour before this chance, I'd have lived a blessed time.
What's amiss?
You are, and do not know it. The spring, the heads, the fountain of your blood is stopped. The very source of it is stopped.
My royal father's murdered.
Oh. By whom?
Those of his chamber, as it seems, have done it. Their hands and faces were badged with blood, as were their daggers, which, unwiped, were found upon their pillows. They stared and were distracted. No man's life was to be trusted with them.
Oh. Yet do repent me of my fury that I did kill him.
Wherefore did you so?
Who can be wise? Amazed, temperate and furious, loyal and neutral, all in a moment. No man. The expedition, my violent love, outrun the pause of reason. Here lay Duncan, his silver skin laced in his golden blood, and his gash stabs look upon like a breach in nature upon ruin's wasteful entrance. The murderers have steeped in the colours of their trade, and their daggers, unmannily breached with gore. Who could refrain? That had a heart to love, and in that heart courage to make love's known.
Look to the lady. Run, crowd her. Someone distract her. Let's go.
Why do we hold our tongues? The most we claim this argument for ours.
What should be spoken here, where our fate hidden auger holes may rush and seize us? Let's away, our tears are not yet brewed.
Of the strong sorrow upon the face motion. What will you do? Let's not consult with them. To show an unfelt sorrow is an office which the false man does easy. While to England.
To Ireland I. Our separated fortune shall keep us both safe.
This murderous shaft its shots have not yet lightened. And our safest way is to avoid the aim.
Comes the good Macbeth. How goes the world, sir, now?
Why, see you not?
Is it not known who did more than his bloody deed?
Those that Macbeth hath slain.
Alas day, what good could they defend?
They were surburned. Donalbain and Malcolm, the king's two sons, have stolen away and fled, which puts upon them suspicion of the deed.
Gainst nature still, thriftless ambition that will raven up thine own life's means. 'Tis like the sovereignty will fall upon Macbeth.
He's gone to Scone to be invested.
Where is Duncan's body?
Carried to Colmkill, the sacred storehouse of his predecessors and guardians of their bones.
Will you to Scone?
No, cousin, out of Fife.
Well, I will thither.
May you see things better done there. Adieu.
Farewell.
Lest our old robes sit better than our new.
Thou hast it now. King, Cawdor, Glamis, all as the weird women promised. And I fear thou playedst most foully for it. Yet it was said, and it shall not stand in thy posterity, but I should be the root and father of many kings. If there comes truth from them, as upon thee, Macbeth, their speeches shine, why, by the verities of thee made good, may they not be my oracles as well and set me up in hope? But hush, no more. Here's our chief guest.
If you've been forgotten, we've been at the gathering of a great feast and all things unbecoming.
Tonight, we hold a solemn supper, sir, and I request your presence.
Let your highness command upon me, to which my duties are with the most indissoluble tie, forever knit.
Oh. We would have most desired your good advice, but of that tomorrow. Is it far you ride?
As far, my lord, as will take up the time. Go twixt and supper, go not my horse the better. I must become a borrower of the night for a dark hour or twain.
We hear our bloody cousins are bestowed in England and in Ireland, not confessing their cruel parricides, filling their hearers with strange inventions. But of that tomorrow. Adieu. Till you return at night. Oh, goes Fleance with you?
Aye, my lord. Our time does call upon us.
I do wish your horses safe and sure of foot, and so I do commend you to their backs. Farewell. Let every man be the master of his time. Till 7 at night, we make society the sweeter welcome. Until then, we spend supper time alone. Well then, God be with you. Sir, attend those men, our pleasure. To be thus is nothing, but to be safely thus. Banquo reigns in his mind, and his valour doth guide him to act in safety. Under him my genius is rebuked. The weird sisters chide him to a line of kings, and placed a ruthless crown upon my head and a barren sceptre in my grip. No son of mine succeeding, only to be wrenched with an unlineal hand. Banquo's issues filed my mind. For them the gracious Duncan have I murdered. Who's there? Stand watch at the door and wait till we call. Was it not yesterday we spoke?
It would so please your highness.
So, have you considered of my speeches? Know that it was he in times past who made you so under fortune. Had you had thought had been our innocent self, say, thus did Banquo.
You made it known to us.
I did, and went further, which is now a point of second meeting. Do you find your patience so predominant that you can let this go?
We are men, my liege.
Aye! In the catalogue ye go for men.
I am one, my liege. From the vile blows and buffets of the world have so incensed that I am reckless when I do despite the world.
And I another, so tug with fortune and weary with disaster, set my lie on any chance. The men which ought to be brittle.
Both of you know, Banquo was your enemy.
True, my lord.
And so is he mine. And though I could with an unlinear hand wreck him from my sight, I dare not. For he and I have friends whose loves I may not drop, which is why I call upon you.
We shall, my lord, perform what you command us. Though our lives...
Thy spirit shine through you. I will advise you where to plant yourselves, acquaint you with the perfect spy of the time. Fleance, his son, must embrace the dark fate of that hour, for he is no less material to me than is his father's. Resolve yourselves apart. I'll call to you anon.
We are resolved,
Banquo, take thy soul's flight. For it must find heaven. May it find out tonight.
But who did bid thee join with us? Macbeth. He needs not our mistrust, since he delivers our offices and we have to do to the direction just. Then stand with us. The WestJet lures us some streets a day with the later traveller apace. We must make him the subject of our watch.
Give us a light there. Ho!
Then to see, the rest that are within the note of expectation already are in the court. From hence the pass gate maketh their walk. A light, a light!
It'll be rain tonight.
Let it come down.
Get him! Ah!
Who did strike out the light? What's not the way? There's but one down, the sun is fled. We have lost but after our affair. Well, let's away and say how much is done.
You know your own degrees. At first and last, the hearty welcome. Sit down.
Your Majesty.
Ourselves to the room society and play the humble host. Our hostess keeps her state, but in best time, we will require her welcome.
Pronounce it for me, sir, to all our friends, for my heart speaks they are welcome.
They encounter thee with heart's thanks. Both sides are even, and I'll sit in the midst. Be large in mirth. Anon. We'll drink a measure. Blood on my face.
His back was dead.
Tis better be without than he within. Is he dispatched?
His throat is cut. That I did for him.
Thou art the best of the convicts. If thou didst it for the like of Fleance, thou art the non-pariah.
Most royal sir, Fleance escaped.
There comes my fit again! The Banquo's safe?
Aye, dead in a ditch he bides with 20 trench gashes on his head, least in death to nature.
My royal lord, you do not give the cheer. The feast is stolen, is not often vouched. 'Tis given with welcome to feed were best at home. From thence the meat to sauce is ceremony. The meeting were there without it.
Sweet remembrance, sir. Now, good appetite to all, and health on both.
May it please your highness sit.
Here had we, under our country's honoured roof, with a graced person of our Banquo presence, who may I rather challenge for unkindness than pity for mischance.
This absence, sir, lays blame upon your promise. Please, your highness, and grace us with your royal company.
The table's full.
Here is a place reserved, sir.
Where?
Here, my good move, your highness.
Which one of you have done this? Thou canst not say I did it! Never shake thy gory looks at me! I will have you well.
Sit, worthy friends, my lord is offered thus and captives from his youth. Pray you keep seat, the fifth is momentary, and upon a thought he will again be well. If but you know him, you'll extend his passion and offend him, feed and regard his not.
Are you a man?
And a bold one! That looks upon something that might have pulled the devil!
Shame itself, why do you make such faces when all stone you look but on a stool?
Prithee! See there! Behold, look low! What say you? If thou canst not speak to, if charnel houses and graves, what say those that we bury back? Our monuments to be the wars of kinds!
What? Quite unmanned in folly.
If I stand here, I saw him!
My worthy lord, your noble friends do lack you.
I do forget. My most worthy friends, I have a strange infirmity which is nothing to those that know me. Come, love and health to all, then I'll sit. Give me some wine. I drink to the general joy of the table and to our dear friend Banquo, whom we miss. To him I drink, and to all. To all, to all!
Our duties and the pledge.
Want and quench my sight! Thy bones are marrowless, thy blood is cold! Thou hast no speculation in those eyes that thou dost glare with!
Think of this,
I will kill you again if I must!
Only it spoils the pleasures of the time.
What man dare I dare that approach thou like the rugged Russian bear? On the desert of thy sword, hence horrible shadow! Unreal mockery hence! Unreal mockery hence! Unreal mockery hence! Gone. He's gone. I am a man again. Pray you sit still!
You have displaced the mirth and broke the good meeting with most admired disorder.
I thought you could behold such sights and keep the natural ruby of thy cheeks when mine is blood with fear!
What sights, my lord?
I pray you speak not. Question enrages him. He grows worse and worse. At once, good night. Stand not upon your order of going, but go at once.
Good night, and may better health attend his majesty.
A kind good night to all.
There will be blood, they say. Blood will have blood. What is the night?
Almost at odds with morning, which is which.
Why were we not graced with noble Malcolm's presence?
Did not you send to him, sir?
I hear him, by the way. I will tomorrow. And to the weird sisters I will chide. For I must know where the worst means. The worst, for all shall give way.
You lack the seasons of all natures. Sleep.
My strange and self-abuse is the initiate of fear that wants hard use.
yet young indeed.
Former speeches have but hit your thoughts which you interpret further. Only I say things have been strangely born. The gracious Duncan was pitied of Macbeth marry, he was dead. And the right valiant Banquo walked too late, whom, you may say, if it please you, Fleance killed. Fleance fled, men must not walk too late. Who cannot want the thought how monstrous it was for Malcolm and for Donalbain to kill their gracious father? Damned fact, did it not grieve Macbeth? Did you not straight in pious rage the two delinquents tear that were the slaves of drink and fools of sleep? Was not that nobly done? Aye, and wisely too, for to have angered any heart alive to hear the men deny it. So that, I say, he was born all things well, and I do think that had he Duncan's sons under his key, as in it pleased heaven, he shall not. They should find what's worse than a father, so should Fleance. But peace! But from broad words and cause he failed his presence at the tyrant's feast. I hear Macduff lives in disgrace. Sir, can you tell where he bestows himself?
Son of Duncan, from whom his tyrant holds the due of birth, lives in the English court, which received the most pious Edward with such grace that the malevolence of fortune nothing takes from his high respect. Further Macduff has gone to pray their holy king, on his aid to wake Northumberland and warlike Seward, that, by the help of these, whom here again, give to our tables meat, sleep to our nights, free from our feasts and banquets bloody knives, do faithful homage and receive free honours, of which we pine for now, so to report, so exasperate the king, that he prepares for an attempt of war.
Sent he to Macduff?
He did, and with an absolute sir, not I.
And that one might advise him to a caution, to hold what distance his wisdom can provide. Some holy angel fly to the court of England and unfold his message ere he come, and with a swift blessing may soon return to this, our suffering country, under a hand accursed.
I'll send my prayers with him.
Thrice the brinded cat hath mewed.
Thrice and once the hedge pig whined.
Hark your cries, 'tis time, 'tis time. Round about the cauldron go, in the poisoned entrails thrown. Tied under cold stone, days and nights hath 31. Sweltered venom sleeping got. Boil thou first in the charmed pot.
many snakes. In the cauldron boil and bake. Eye of Newton, toe of frog, wool of bat and tongue of dog. Adder's fork and blind worm's sting. Lizard's leg and owlet's wing. For a charm of powerful trouble, like a hell pot boil and bubble.
Scale of dragon, tooth of wolf, witch's mummy, moor and gulf in the raven salty shark. Root of hemlock, feet in the dark. Liver of blaspheming Jew, gourd of goat and slips of you silvered in the moon's eclipse. Nose of Tark and Tartar's lips. Finger of strangled babe, dish delivered by a drab, makes the gruel thick and slab. Added to a tiger's children for the ingredients of our cauldron. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Cool it with a baboon's blood, then the charm is firm and good. By the pricking of my thumb, something wicked this way comes. Open locks, whoever knocks.
How now? You secret black and midnight hags! What is it you do?
A deed without a name.
I conjure you, by the name which you profess, however you may call it, answer me!
Speak. Demand. We'll answer. Say, if thou'dst rather hear it from our mouths, or from our master.
Hold on, let me see it!
Pour in a sow's blood. Eaten her 9 farrow. Grease the sweeten from the murderer's gibbet. Throw into the flame! Come
High or low, thyself and office deftly show.
Show me, thou unknown power!
He knows thy thoughts. Hear his speech, but say thou naught.
Macbeth, Macbeth, Macbeth. Beware, Macbeth. Beware the Thane of Fife. Dismiss me enough.
Whatever thou art, for thy good caution thanks. But one,
You will not be commanded. Here's another, more potent than the first.
Macbeth, Macbeth, Macbeth.
if all 3 years, I'll hear thee.
Be bloody, bold, and absolute. Laugh to scorn the power of man, for none of woman born shall harm Macbeth.
Then live, Macduff. What need I fear of thee? But I'll make assurance double sure, and take the bond of fate. Thou shalt not live. What is this that rises like a king and wears brow round and top of sovereignty?
Listen, speak not to it.
Be lion mettled, proud and take no care who chafes, who frets, or where conspirers are. Macbeth shall never vanquished be until great Burnham Wood to high Dunsinane Hill shall come against him.
That will never be! Who can impress the forests, beat the trees, and unfix thy earthbound root? Sweet Boldman's good. Rebellion said rise, never till Burnham would rise. My heart yearns to know one thing. Tell me! Does Banquo's issue ever reign in this kingdom?
Seek to know no more.
You will answer me. An eternal curse fall on you if you don't. Let me know and... What is that noise?
Show his eyes and grieve his heart. Come like shadows, so depart.
Thou art too, like the spirit of Banquo. Down! Down! Thy crown does sear mine eyeballs! Filthy hags! Filthy hags! What is it you do? Start! Start, eyes! I see no more! I see no more! Horrible sights! Horrible sights! Now I see 'tis true! For the blood-bolted Banquo does smile upon me! No! What is this? What is this? Where are they? Gone. At this hour stand I accursed in the calendar. Come in! Not there!
What's your grace's will?
Saw you not the weird sisters?
No, my lord.
Came they not by you?
No, indeed, my lord.
Tainted. The air whereon they ride. And damn to those that trust them! I heard the galloping of the horses. Who was it came by?
'Tis 2 or 3, my lord, that bring you word Macduff has fled to England.
Fled to England.
Aye, my good lord.
time thou anticipatest my dread exploits. From this moment, the firstlings of my heart shall be the firstlings of my hand. The castle of Macbeth we will surprise, seize Fife, and give the edge of the sword to his wife, his babes, and all those that take him in his line. Where are these gentlemen? Come! Show me where they are!
I think our country sinks beneath the yoke. It weeps, it bleeds, and each new day a gash is added to her wounds. I think, withal, there would be hands uplifted in my right, and here from gracious England have I offer of goodly thousands. And yet, when I shall tread upon the tyrant's head, or wear it on my sword, yet my poor country will have more vices than it had before, more suffer and more sundry ways than ever. By him that shall succeed.
What should he be?
It is myself, I mean, in whom I know all the particulars of vice so grafted, that when they shall be opened, black Macbeth will seem as pure as snow, and the poor state esteem him as a lamb, being compared with my confiners' harms.
Not in the legions of horrid hell can come a devil more damned and evil to top Macbeth.
I grant him bloody, luxurious, avaricious, false, deceitful, smacking of every sin it has a name. But there's no bottom, none in my voluptuousness. Your wives, your daughters, your matrons and your maids could not fill up the cistern of my lust and my desire. Better Macbeth than such a one to reign.
Oi! Boundless intemperance in nature is a tyranny, and it hath been the untimely emptying of the happy throne and the fall of many kings. But, fear not yet to take upon what is yours. You can convey your pleasures in a most spacious plenty. We have willing dames enough. There cannot be this vulture in you to devour so many.
With this there grows, in my most ill-composed affection, such a stanchness avarice, that were I king, I should cut off the nobles for their lands, desire his jewels in his other's house, and my more having would be as a source to make me hunger more, that I should forge quarrels unjust against the good and loyal, destroying them for wealth.
This avarice sticks deeper, and grows more pernicious root than the summer-seeming lust, and it hath been the sword of our slain kings. But do not fear. Scotland hath poison to fill up your will. By your mere own, all these are portable with other graces' ways.
But I have none! The king becoming graces, as justice, verity, temperance, stableness, mercy, bounty, perseverance, I have no relish of them, but abound in the division of each several crime, acting in many ways. Nay, had I power, I should pour the sweet milk of concord into hell, uproar the universal peace, confound all unity on earth.
Scotland, Scotland.
If such a one be fit to govern, speak! I am as I have spoken.
Fit to govern? No, not to live. O nation miserable with an untitled tyrant, bloody sceptred. When shalt thou see thy wholesome days again, when the truest issue of thy throne, by his own interdiction, stands accursed, and dost blasphemous breed? Thy royal father was a most sainted king. The queen that bore thee, oftener on her knee than on her feet, died every day that she lived. Fare thee well. The evils that thou repeatest upon thyself have banished me from Scotland.
Macduff! This noble passion hath from my soul wiped the black scruples, reconciled my thoughts to thy true truth and honour. Devilish Macbeth by many of these trains have fought to win me into his power, and modest wisdom plucks me from over-credulous hate. But God above, deal between thee and me. For even now I put myself to thy direction, and unspeak mine own detraction. Here, abjure the taints and blames I laid upon myself, for strangers to my nature. What I am truly is thine and my poor country's to command. Whither indeed. Before thy here approach old Seward with 10,000 warlike men,
already at a point for setting forth. Now, we're together, and the chance of goodness be like our warranted quarrel.
Why are you so silent?
Such welcome and unwelcome things at once. 'Tis hard to reconcile. See who comes here. My ever gentle cousin, welcome hither. Stands Scotland where it did.
Alas, poor country, almost afraid to know itself, for it cannot be called our mother or our grave. Where nothing but who knows nothing is once seen to smile. Where sighs and groans and shrieks that rend the air are made, not marked, and violent sorrow seems a modern ecstasy. The dead man to Nelly's there scarce asks for who. And good men's lives expire before their flowers in their caps, dying or ere they sicken.
Relation too nice yet too true.
What's the newest grief?
The Avenel's age of is the speaker. Each minute teems a new one.
How goes my wife?
Why, well,
And my children too?
well too.
The tyrant hath not battered at their peace yet.
No, they were all at peace when I did leave them.
I'm not a nigger of your speech. How goes it?
When I came hither to transport the tidings, which I've heavily borne, there ran a rumour of many worthy fellows that were out, which is to my belief a witness the rather for that I saw the tyrant's power afoot. But now's the time of help. With your eye in Scotland, it would create soldiers, make our women fight to doff their dire distresses.
Be it their comfort we are coming thither. Gracious England have lent us old Seward and 10,000 warlike men. An older and better soldier, none that Christendom gives out.
I would I could answer this comfort with delight, but I have words that be held out in the desert air where hearing could not latch them.
What concerns they? The general cause? Or is it a fee grief due to some single breast?
No mind that's honest, but in it contains some woe, that the main part pertains to you alone.
If it be mine, keep it not from me. Quickly, let me have it.
Let not your ears despise my tongue forever, for they will hear the heaviest sound that ever yet they heard. You must have patience, madam.
He had none. His flight was madness. When our fears do not, our fears do make us traitors.
You know not whether it was his wisdom or his fear.
Wisdom to leave his wife, to leave his babes, his mansion and his title from a place from whence himself does fly. He loves us not, he wants a natural touch for the poor wren. Even the most diminutive of birds will fly to young ones in a nest. All is the fear and nothing is the love, as little is the wisdom.
My dearest hus, I pray, school yourself. But for your husband, he is noble, wise, judicious, and best knows the fits of the season. I dare not speak much further. But cruel are the times when we are traitors, and do not know ourselves. For we hold rumour for what we fear, yet know not what we fear. But floats upon a wild and violent sea each way and move. I take my leave of you. Shall not be long but I'll be here again. Things that we shall seize or else move upwards for what may once were before. My pretty cousin, blessing upon you.
Fathered he isn't yet, he is fatherless.
I am so much fool. Should I stay any longer, it would be my disgrace and my discomfort. I take my leave at once.
Sirrah, your father's dead, and what will you do now? How will you live? God help thee. How wilt thou do for a father?
Bless you, Fledging. I am not too young, knowing your state of honour are imperfect. I do doubt some danger does approach you nearly. If you will take my advice, be thou not here hence with your little ones. To fright you thus, methinks I am too savage, but to do worse to you is to fell cruelty, which is to deny your person. Heaven preserve you, I dare apply no longer. Whither should I fly? I have done no harm.
But I remember now, I am in this earthly world where to do harm is often laudable, and to do good is accounted dangerous folly. Why then, alas, do I put up this womanly defence to say that I have done no harm?
What are these faces? Where is your husband?
I hope in no place so unsanctified where thou mayest find him.
He's a traitor.
Thou liest, thou shag-haired villain!
What?
Hey!
Your castle is surprised. Your wife and babes savagely slaughtered. And to relate the manner, what to add the death of you.
Merciful heaven.
My children too.
Wife, children, servants, all that could be found.
And I'm from bed. My wife killed too.
I have said.
Be comforted. Let's make us medicines of this great revenge to cure the deadly grief.
He has no children. All my pretty ones, did you say? Oh, how kind. What? All my pretty chickens and they're down at one plus one.
Dispute it like a man.
I shall do so, but I must also feel it like a man. I cannot but remember such things were that were most precious to me. What did heaven look on and would not take their part? Sinful enough, they were struck for thee. Not that I am, not for their own demerits, but for mine fell slaughter on their souls. Heaven, rest them now.
Be this the whetstone of your sword. Let grief convert to anger. Blunt not the heart, enrage it!
I could play the woman with mine eye, and the braggart with my tongue. But, gentle heaven, cut short all intermission. Front to front bring thou this fiend of Scotland and myself, and if he escapes, heaven forgive him too.
This tune goes manly. Come, go we to the king, our power is ready. Our lack is nothing but our leave. Macbeth is ripe for the shaking. Come, receive what cheer you may. The night is long that never finds the day.
Two nights watched with you, and yet can perceive no truth in your report. When was it she last walked?
Since His Majesty went into the field, I've seen her rise from her bed, throw her nightgown upon her, unlock her closet, take forth paper, write upon it, read it afterwards, seal it, and then again return to bed, yet all this while in most fast asleep.
A great perturbation in nature to receive at once the benefit of sleep and to do the effects of watching. In this slumbery agitation, besides her walking and other actual performances, what at any point have you heard her say?
That which I will not report after her.
You may to me, and 'tis most meet you should.
Neither to you nor anyone, having no witness to confirm my speech. Lo, you, here she comes. This is her very guise, but upon my life fast asleep. Observe her, stand close.
How came she by that light?
Wyatt stood by her. She has light by her continually. Take her command.
You see her eyes are open.
Aye, but their senses shut.
What is it she does now? See how she rubs her hands.
It's an accustomed action with her to seem thus rubbing her hands. I've known for it to continue in this a quarter of an hour.
Yet, here's a spot.
Hark, she speaks. I shall set down what comes from her to satisfy my remembrance more strongly.
Out, I say! 1, 2. Why then, 'tis time to do it. Here's now. 5, my lord, 5. A soldier and a fiend. What need we fear who knows it when none can call our power to account? Yet, who would have thought the old man had had so much blood in him?
Do you mark that?
The Thane of 5 had a wife. Where is she now? What, will these hands never be clean?
No more of that, my lord, no more of that.
You mar with all this starting.
Go to, you've known what you should not.
She has spoke what she should have known. I am sure of that. Heaven knows what she has known.
Here's the smell of the blood still. All the sweetens, perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand.
guilty of my whole body.
Well, well, well.
Pray God it be.
This disease is beyond my practice. Yet I've known those who have walked in their sleep who have died holily in their beds.
Wash your hands before your nightgown. I tell you yet again, Bagmo's buried. He cannot come out of one's grave.
Even so?
Come, give me your hand. What's done cannot be undone. To bed. To bed. To bed. To bed. To bed. To bed.
Will she go now to bed?
Directly.
Foul whisperings are abroad. Unnatural deeds do breed unnatural troubles. The infected minds to their death pillows do discharge their secrets. More needs she, the divine and the physician. God forgive us all. Remove her from all means of annoyance, and still keep eyes upon her. So, good night. My mind she is mated, and amazed my sight. I think but dare not speak.
Good night, Doctor.
The power is near, led on by Malcolm, Seward, and the good Macduff. Revenge is burning them for their dear causes. It's the idea to the bleeding. The grim alarm excite the mortified man.
Near Burnham Wood shall we go meet them? That way they are coming.
Mr. Tyrant.
Great consolation from people of fire. Some say he's mad. Others that lesser hate him do call it Valley of Fury. But for certain, he cannot bundle his distempered cause within the belt of rule.
There was a fear of secret murder sticking on his hands. Now minute revolt upbraid his fated breach. Those in command move only in command, nothing in love. There was a fear of his title hanging loose about him, giant's robe on a dwarfish feet.
And when should his pest and senses to recoil and start, when what was within him does condemn itself for being there?
Well, march me on to give obedience where it is truly owed. Meet me the medicine of the sickly wheel, and with him pour we in our country's purge each drop of us.
Or so much as it needs. To do the sovereign flower and drown the weeds, make we our march towards Burnham.
Bring me no more reports. Let them fly all. Till Burnham would remove to Dunsinane, I cannot taint with fear. What's the boy? Malcolm. Was he not born of woman? The spirits that know all mortal consequences have pronounced me thus. Fear not, Macbeth. No man born of woman shall ever have power upon thee. Then fly, false thanes, and mingle with the English epicures. The mind I sway by and the heart I bear shall never sag with doubt nor be tainted with fear. The devil damn thee black, thou cream-faced loon! Where gottest thou goose look?
There is 10,000.
East villain!
Soldiers, sir!
Go prick thy face and overread thy fear. Thou lily-livered boy! What soldiers patch? Death of thy soul. Those linen cheeks of thine are counsellors to fear. What soldiers weigh face?
The English force so please you.
Take thy face hence. Satan! I am sick when I behold. Satan, I say! This push will cheer me over or deceive me now. I have lived a long life, my life fallen into the sea of the yellow leaf, and that which should accompany old age, love, honour, obedience, troops of friends, that which I should dare not, but in their stead curses, not loud, but deep, mouth honour, breath, that which should dare deny, and dare not. Satan!
What is your gracious
What
pleasure?
news more?
All is confirmed, my lord, which was reported.
I'll fight until my bones and flesh be hacked. Give me my armour.
'Tis not needed
I'll
yet.
put it on. Send out the horses, skir the country round, hang those that talk of fear, and give me my armour. How goes your patient, doctor?
Not so sick, my lord, for she is troubled with thick fancies that keep her from her rest.
Cure her of that. Canst thou not minister a mind diseased?
Therein the patient must minister to himself.
Throw physics to the dogs, I'll none of it! Put on my armour, give me my staff. I will not be afraid of death and bane. To Burnham Forest, come to Dunsinane!
Cousins, I hope the days are near at hand. The chambers will be safe.
We doubted nothing.
What wood is this before us?
Lord of Burnham.
Let every soldier hew him down a bough and bear it before him. Thereby shall we shadow the numbers of our host and make discoveries, airing reports of them.
It shall be done!
We learn no other, but the competent tyrant keeps the dunce name and will endure our setting down before it.
Advance the war!
Hang out our banners on the outward walls. The cry is still they come. Our castle strength will laugh at siege to scorn. Here, let them lie till famine and ague eat them up. Were they not forced to use those that would be ours, we might have met them deaf, beard to beard, and beat them backward home. What was that noise? It's been a while since I've had the taste of fear. In a time, my senses would have cooled to hear that of a night shriek. My fellow fair had a dismal treatise that rouse and stir as if life were in it, familiar to my slaughterous thoughts, cannot once start me. What was that noise?
The queen, my lord, is dead.
She should have died hereafter. There'll be time for such a word. Tomorrow. And tomorrow. And tomorrow. That creeps in this petty place from day to day. And all our yesterdays, the lighted fools, await a dusty death. Out. Out, brief candle. Light is but a poor player that hangs upon this stage and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Thou came to use thy tongue, that story quick.
I should report the which I say I saw, but know not how to say
What
it.
say?
As I did stand my watch upon the hill, I looked towards Burnham, and on me thought, the wood began to move.
Liar and slave!
Let me endure your wrath if it be not so. For within this 3 mile you may see it coming, I say, a moving grove.
If thy speech be false, upon the next tree thou shalt hang alive, till famine cling thee. If thy speech be smooth, I care not if dost with me. I pull in resolution. I begin to doubt the equivocator or the fiend that lies like truth. Fear not, till Burnham Forest comes to Dunsinane. Now Burnham Forest comes to Dunsinane! Arm and out. Blow winds, come rack. At least we'll die with harness on our backs.
Now near enough. Your leafy screens throw down and show like those you are. You shall with my cousin, your right noble son, lead our first battle. Worthy Macduff and we shall take upon what else remains to do, according to our order.
Fare you well. Do we but find the tyrant's power tonight? Let us be beaten if we cannot fight.
Let our trumpets speak. Give them all breath, those clamorous harbingers of blood and death.
They have tied me to a stake. I cannot fly, but bear like I must fight the cause. Was not he born of woman? And such a one am I to fear, or none.
What is thy name?
Thou'lt be afraid to hear it.
No, but thou callest thyself a hotter name than any is in hell.
My name's Macbeth.
The devil himself cannot pronounce a title more hateful to mine ear.
No. Nor more fearful.
Thou liest, the poor tyrant. With my dagger, I prove that like thou speak!
born of woman. But swords I smile at weapons laugh to scorn, brandished by that of woman born. Why must I play the Roman fool and die by my own sword? Whilst I see gashes, I do better upon them.
Turn, hellhound, turn!
Of all else, I have avoided thee. But get thee back! My soul is too far charged with blood of thine already.
I have no words. My voice is in my sword. That blood have been in the turf, and get thee!
Ah! Let thy blade fall on honourable crests. I have lived a charmed life, which must not yield to one of woman born.
To spare thy charm, and let the angel that thou still servest tell thee, Macduff was from his mother's womb untimely ripped.
Aroint thou words, for they have cowed the better part of man in me. I will not fight you.
Then yield, coward!
I will not yield! And kiss the ground of young Malcolm's feet, and lay in the rebel's curse! Lay on, Macduff, and damn for him the first Christ. Enough!
Would the friends we missed were safe arrived?
Some must go off, and yet, by these I see, so great a day as this is cheaply bought.
Worthy Macduff is missing. And your noble son?
Your son paid a soldier's debt. He only lived but till he was a man, and no sooner had his prowess confirmed in the unshrinking station where he fought. But like a man, he died.
Then he is dead?
Aye, but your cause of sorrow must not be measured by his worth, for then it hath no end.
Why then? God's soldier be he. Had I as many sons as I had hairs, I would not wish them to a fairer death.
He's worth more sorrow, and that I'll spend for him.
He's worth no more. They say he parted well and paid his scores, and so God be with him.
Hail! King, so thou art. Behold, stands where the usurper's cursed head. The time is free. I see thee compass in thy kingdom's spell. Who speaks their salutations in their minds, whose voice I desire aloud with mine. Hail, King of Scotland.
Hail, King of Scotland.
We shall not spend a large expense of time before we reckon with your several loves, and make us even with you. My thanes and kingsmen, henceforth be earls, the first that ever Scotland in such an honour named. What's more to do, which will be planted newly with the time, as calling home our exiled friends abroad, that fled the snares of that watchful tyranny, producing forth the cruel ministers of that dead butcher and his fiend-like queen, who, 'tis fought by self and violent hands, took off her life. This, and what else that calls upon us by the grace of grace, we will perform in measure, time, and place. So, thanks to all at once, and to each one whom we invite to see us crowned at Scone.
I feel